Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Coffee with Jesus. My name is Harriet Dodea, and today we start on a new chapter, and it's Psalms 91. And this chapter talks about abiding in the secret place of the Lord under the shadow of the Almighty and all the benefits and blessings actually that come with abiding in the secret place. So we're going to do verse 1 and verse 2 today, and it says, "He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High God shall abide in the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in Him I trust." And I think as I was reading through this chapter, it was giving me the feeling that there are blessings that God has for us, but they are sort of conditional. That they are for people who, like specifically this one, is in the secret place of the Most High. That those who abide in the secret place, there are things that are accrued to only them. And so that's what we're going to try and find out. So on verse 1, it says, "He who dwells." And the word dwells sort of arrested me, and it makes me think to dwell is to live in, not to reside. It's like home, where you live, where you come from, every day you live there, you reside there. It's not a place like a restaurant or your favorite cafe. I don't know what your favorite cafe is. Mine is probably Haniendo, and there you don't dwell there, you don't reside in your favorite restaurant, you just visit. So the sense I was getting here is the secret place. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High has a feeling of, you don't just pop in once in a while when you're feeling like you just want to relax. It's not like a club you just go once in a month or like once in a week when you need like some bit of entertainment. It's like home. It's where you dwell. So the secret place is like a place where we're supposed to be like home. It should be like home for our heart. Home where we come and dwell and live, not just visit. So yeah. And then in the secret place of the Most High God. And I was just thinking, okay, because sometimes you can just read in the secret place of the Most High. Is it like a physical place that God is? Is it like a church? Like what does that look like? And what this has been challenging me is the secret place is like a place, of course, can be physical for sure, because it's like a place you go meet with someone you love, God who you love. So it could be somewhere in your bedroom, at home, a prayer closet, somewhere like that. But the actions that happen there, praying, reading the word, they don't need to like just stop there. You can literally cultivate a place in your heart, or like a place in your heart where you're constantly dwelling and abiding in that secret place of the Lord wherever you go. But specifically, that secret place, like how can we create that secret place? Ilikuwa inanipea the feeling of, I actually do need to be intentional about meeting God somewhere. Because imagine, like someone you like, a crush, or Evo, like they want to meet you, ama you want to meet them. Would you like just take them anywhere? Would you take them in, want to go hang out? You want to know this person. Do you invite them to go hang out with you, or like Kencom, GPO? Ama do you invite them to like a special place? I reckon you invite them to maybe one of your favorite places to go. Ama you look for a restaurant, a nice place where you can have a proper one-on-one time with them. You can get to know their heart. You can get to know what they like, what they don't like. And I think that's the same thing we should have with Jesus. We should endeavor to like make time for Him and make room and space in our lives and in our heart for Him. So I feel like we should honor God with our time and like set a special place. It could be maybe in the morning hours if you're a morning person. When you wake up, like dedicating the first few hours of your day to just hanging out with God, getting to know Him through the Word, reading the Word, worshiping Him, spending time in, praising Him. Maybe it could be like in journaling, writing down your thoughts, prayer, all these things. So spending time with Him gives the impression that, what, I value you. I want to know you, Jesus. I want to know your heart. Like what makes your heart beat for my generation? What are you thinking about me, about the people around me, about the situations in my life? What are you thinking, Jesus? And more than getting to know His heart or His thoughts, like it's just a place where you just get to know Him. You get to know that He's a patient God, He's a loving God. And then it stops being things you have heard your pastor say. Now it becomes things you can relate to, because these are things He's revealing to you as you're spending time with Him. And then the next words say that he who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide. And I was thinking, okay, abide now. Okay, what does that mean? So the dictionary says that to abide is to remain stable, to continue to be in a place. So if you're abiding in that secret place, it's not just somewhere you. I'm not saying now that we have to spend all our days in the secret place, like just that particular place, but we have to like learn how to cultivate carrying the presence of God wherever we go. You know, that joy, that peace, that revelation we are getting from God when you're spending time in the hidden place, we need to like carry it again with us as you're going to work, as you're going about our businesses. Then we need to like carry and remember it in our hearts, and that way we get to abide in the secret place of the Lord. Shall abide in the shadow of the Almighty. And this just gives me the feeling of it's possible to actually abide. It's possible to live in that space where, you know, we're acknowledging God, even as you're working in the office, or you're working in events, or any other thing that you're working on. It's possible to actually be under the shadow of the Almighty, so that we don't put pressure on ourselves that the only time to experience God is only when you're doing quiet time or like devotion. We can literally have all these moments, and God doesn't stop talking to us tukitoka quiet time. He's continually speaking to us every moment of the day, every second he's speaking to us. So just knowing this sort of like opened my mind to, you know what, I can actually even just worship God as I'm going, as I'm taking a walk, as I'm going to the market. I can create a space in my heart and in my head to literally be in the presence of God, and to even have regular conversation with him as I'm going about my day-to-day business. Whether I'm washing dishes, whether I'm working, I can sometimes just pause and ask God, hey, what do you think about this specific work scenario? And actually allow him and give him space to answer in his own time. So God might not answer all our questions and our prayers when we are praying in that moment, but as you're going about our day, he might answer. And yeah, then lastly, verse 2 says, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him I trust. And the aspect of I will say to the Lord, I will say of the Lord, this I will say of the Lord, it's like something you're telling someone else. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress. So you could say of the Lord to yourself. You can actually tell yourself, you know what, God is my refuge, God is my fortress. Or you could say of the Lord to other people in form of like giving testimonies or like testifying, like just telling your friends, telling your colleagues, telling other people who are in your life, you know what, God is my refuge, he is my refuge. And also you could say of the Lord to the Lord himself, in a sense of like gratitude, like saying, you know what, thank you Jesus that you're my refuge, thank you that you're my fortress. And again, of course, chambua, I was looking into the words refuge and fortress, and refuge gives the impression of like, you know, a strong building, a strong stronghold, a strong place where, like in military or in war, where people can run for safety. So I don't know what kind of safety you might be needing today. It could be actual safety from, you know, physical things that are happening. It could be safety for your heart. It could be emotional safety. It could be mental safety. Whatever safety you're kind of needing today, God, imagine, is that kind of person. He's that refuge, that fortress. And this refuge and fortress is impenetrable. So if you're running to God, literally you are safe in there, but nothing else can get to you. And this is the blessing of seeking God in the quiet place. You get into a place of refuge and safety. So if you're looking for safety I know it's been like a crazy season. A lot of us are struggling. I know personally I have been struggling emotionally, spiritually, you know, like being in quarantine and being alone. We are needing a lot of safety. Even, you know, mentally, I feel like there's been just so much war in like our mental spaces and everything. So if you're looking for that safety, imagine God is there, he's available, and all you have to do is like run to that safe place. And the way you run into that safe place is by coming to him in prayer, reading the word, making time to worship him and lay out. Could be in your bedroom, could be in your living room, anywhere. Just make the time for that, and you're literally entering into that refuge and that fortress. And then lastly, into my fortress, my God, in him I will trust. And I like how the psalmist says, my God. It's not a God of my forefathers or God of my mom or God of my generation. No, he's my God. And I don't know if you feel like God is your God or like God is for you. And if you do, like just say that to yourself. Sometimes I say it to myself and it's like very comforting. Like God is my God. He's my God and I trust him. In God I will trust. I will not trust in my own strength. I will not trust in my own abilities to, do anything. I will not trust in my own resources. I will not trust even in my own family. Yes, they might come through. I not even trust my friends. Yes, they might come through and everything, but I feel like God really does want us to honor him in making him the number one person, the number one place of safety where we dwell in, the number one place of entertainment, the number one place of rescue when we are needing protection, the number one place we can run to anytime we're in calamity. And I think that honors him, that makes him happy. So if you're like me and you have been trusting in your own self, in your own strength, in your own friends, in your own family, or in any other thing, maybe this would be a good place to just say a prayer and repent and say, you know what, Jesus, it's true. I've been trusting in my own things. But today I want to say sorry for that, and I ask that you may teach me how to trust you again. And just say, Jesus, I trust you. I trust you with my heart. I trust you with my finances. I trust you with my whole life. I trust you with the plans that you have for the future for me. And I trust that they are good. And I trust they are, and I can just rest in you. That's all for today. I hope these 2 verses have encouraged you in any way. And if they have, please leave a comment and let me know what they have spoken to you. Till next time, bye bye.